Imagine it, January 2026, the NFL wildcard weekend. The air is crackling with anticipation, but something feels different. You're not just watching the games, you're owning the outcomes. Are you tired of the usual sports betting roller coaster, the all-or-nothing stakes, the unpredictable swings? What if I told you there's a smarter, more nuanced way to engage with the NFL playoffs? This year, for the 2026 wildcard, we're ditching the traditional playbook. We're stepping into the future of predicting sports events with a platform called Kalshi. And by the end of this video, you'll see why it's a game changer. Stick around because I'm not just going to tell you how Kalshi works. I'm going to show you how to leverage its unique features to analyze the 2026 wildcard games like a pro. From predicting key player performance to team advancements, it's all on the table. Now, you might be thinking, who is this guy, and why should I trust him with my wildcard strategy? Well, I've spent years immersed in sports analytics, dissecting every angle, every statistic. My journey started like many of you, an avid fan, making predictions based on gut feelings and a bit of hope. I saw the highs, but definitely felt the lows of traditional betting. That frustration fueled a deeper dive into market dynamics and probabilistic thinking. I moved beyond simple win-loss scenarios, seeking platforms that offered more precise prediction opportunities. And that's when I found Kalshi. It wasn't just another sports book, it was a completely different paradigm. It shifted my focus from who will win to what specific events will occur, transforming my understanding of sports speculation. Now here's the twist. The NFL wildcard weekend is notorious for upsets, for the unexpected. Traditional betting often forces you into binary choices that don't account for these nuanced possibilities. But Kalshi isn't betting on the game, it's betting on outcomes. Will the Bengals throw for over 300 yards? Will the underdog quarterback score a rushing touchdown? These aren't props, they're event contracts. This shift dramatically changes your risk profile. Instead of losing everything on a surprise upset, you can profit from predicting specific events within that chaos. It's about precision, not just prediction. Imagine the emotional roller coaster of past wildcard games. Now, imagine feeling in control, knowing you've hedged your positions, and celebrating individual achievements even if your favorite team falters. That's the Kalshi difference. Our first major value point for the 2026 wildcard: understanding the nuance of event contracts. Traditional betting is broad. Kalshi lets you get granular. Think about the challenges of a cold weather game. Problem: in a typical sports book, betting on a team in a blizzard is a gamble on overall performance. You either win or lose big, and weather is a huge variable. Solution with Kalshi: you could establish contracts like, will Team A rush for over 150 yards if temperature is below 20 degrees Fahrenheit? Or will there be X number of fumbles in a snow game? This allows you to capitalize on specific weather-induced scenarios, not just the final score. You're isolating the variable, making your prediction much more targeted and informed. Consider the Chiefs playing in sub-zero temperatures. Their run game might be favored, but passing could be severely hampered. Kalshi lets you bet on each of those specific aspects. This precision extends to player injuries too. If a key receiver is nursing a hammy, you can bet on his total receiving yards being under a certain threshold, rather than just hoping his team wins. The problem with traditional parlays is that one wrong prediction ruins the whole thing. With Kalshi, you're building a portfolio of individual predictions, each with its own probability. So for the 2026 wildcard, start thinking. What specific events are most likely to occur in each game? That's your entry point into smarter Kalshi strategy. Our second key value point: mitigating risk with micro-bets. The beauty of Kalshi is that you don't have to stake your entire bankroll on a single outcome. Problem: high-stakes traditional bets can lead to devastating losses, especially during unpredictable wildcard games. Your entire investment can vanish in one bad play. Solution: Kalshi allows you to make numerous smaller bets on highly specific events. Each contract has a relatively low cost, meaning you can spread your risk across many different scenarios. For the 2026 wildcard, instead of betting $100 on the Colts to win, you could bet $10 on Colts QB throws 2+ TDs, $10 on Colts defense gets 3+ sacks, and $10 on total game points under 45.5. Even if one or two of those micro bets don't hit, you still have other positions that could pay off. This drastically reduces the impact of any single incorrect prediction. Think of it like investing. You wouldn't put all your money in one stock. Kalshi enables you to create a diversified portfolio of predictions for each game, minimizing overall volatility. This strategy means you can stay in the game longer, learn more, and adapt your approach without the pressure of massive, single-outcome stakes. It's about sustainable engagement. So, as you prepare for the 2026 wildcard, plan your mini strategies. Identify those small, high-probability events within each game that can build up to significant returns. Our third powerful advantage, profiting from expert knowledge, not just luck. Kalshi rewards genuine understanding of football, not just random guesses. Problem: traditional sports betting often feels like a coin flip. Even if you're a devout fan who knows every team, every player, the heavy vig and wide spreads can erode your edge. Solution: Kalshi lets you express your specific insights. Do you know which team struggles in the red zone, or which defensive coordinator excels at shutting down specific offensive schemes? Your deep knowledge of team tendencies, coaching styles, and individual matchups becomes a direct asset. For the 2026 wildcard, leverage those years of watching football. For example, if you know a particular team's secondary is weak against deep passes, you could bet on the opposing quarterback having more completions over 20 yards. This is where your niche knowledge shines. Kalshi isn't just about if a team wins, but how they might win or lose. These hows are often far more predictable for an astute observer than the final score. So before Wildcard 2026, identify those specific player matchups, coaching decisions, or statistical trends you foresee. Kalshi provides the market for your predictions. This approach reduces the element of pure chance and elevates your expertise. It transforms you from a gambler into a strategic predictor. All right, for our fourth major benefit, the power of real-time adjustments. The NFL wildcard is dynamic, and Kalshi allows you to react. Problem: traditional betting often locks you in. Once your bet is placed, that's it. If a star player gets injured in the first quarter, you're stuck. Solution: with Kalshi, markets are often liquid throughout the game. This means you can buy or sell contracts as events unfold, adjusting your position based on real-time information. Imagine a key injury early in a 2026 wildcard game. If you had a contract predicting that player's high performance, you could sell that contract to minimize losses, or even flip to a contract against him. Conversely, if an unlikely event you predicted starts to unfold, say an underdog team's defense is dominating, the price of your underdog defense sacks over 4 contract might skyrocket. You could sell for profit early. This ability to trade your predictions mid-game is a powerful risk management tool. It transforms you from a passive bettor to an active market participant. For the 2026 wildcard, keep your eyes peeled for momentum shifts, key turnovers, or unexpected coaching decisions. These are your opportunities to adjust. Don't just watch the game, engage with it. Predict, react, and profit. That's the Kalshi way to watch the wildcard. Now for our fifth advantage, predicting macro events, not just micro. While Kalshi excels at granularity, it also allows for broader yet unique predictions. Problem: betting on who makes the Super Bowl is usually a future bet, locked in months in advance. What if your favored team shows cracks during the playoffs? Solution: Kalshi could offer event contracts like will exactly 2 road teams win in the AFC wildcard round, or will any wildcard team advance to the conference championship? These aren't individual game bets. They are predictions about the pattern of outcomes. This requires a different level of analysis, looking at trends across multiple games. For the 2026 wildcard, consider the historical performance of home field advantage, playoff experience, or quarterback performance under pressure. How might these macro trends manifest? Maybe you predict the NFC is ripe for upsets, making a contract on more than one lower seed wins in the NFC wildcard. Your insight into conference strength becomes a profit point. This moves beyond simply loving your team. It means understanding the league's competitive balance, divisional rivalries, and the historical context of playoff football. Kalshi facilitates these higher-level intellectual challenges. It's not just about winning money, it's about validating your sophisticated understanding of the game. So as you gear up for 2026, don't just research individual games. Look for macro patterns and narratives that emerge across the entire wildcard slate. Will it be a year of chalk or a year of Cinderella stories? Kalshi allows you to get paid for those broader predictions. This layer of prediction adds a whole new dimension to your playoff watching experience. It's not just 4 games, it's a tapestry of interconnected possibilities. Our final value point, and perhaps the most crucial, ethical and regulated betting. Kalshi operates under CFTC regulation, bringing transparency traditional sportsbooks often lack. Problem: the unregulated gray areas of offshore sportsbooks can be risky. Payouts can be delayed, terms can be unclear, and you often lack recourse if something goes wrong. Solution: Kalshi's regulation provides a layer of trust and security. You're operating within a clear legal framework, which is paramount for any financial engagement. This isn't just sports betting, it's event contract trading. This distinction matters for legal and ethical reasons, making Kalshi a more legitimate platform for your predictions. For the 2026 wildcard, knowing your funds are secure and your contracts are governed by established rules provides peace of mind. You can focus on the game, not the legality. They disclose their rules, fees, and market mechanics clearly. No hidden clauses, no opaque algorithms designed to trip you up. This commitment to transparency fosters a fairer market. It levels the playing field, allowing your football acumen to truly shine. So as you explore Kalshi for the 2026 wildcard, take comfort in knowing you're engaging with a platform built on integrity and regulation. It's a crucial differentiator in a market often fraught with uncertainty. You are not just predicting, you are participating in a regulated financial market. This instills a different level of confidence in your strategy for the NFL Wildcard 2026. So, are you ready to engage with the playoffs, not just as a fan, but as a strategic investor of your knowledge? We've covered a lot today for the 2026 NFL Wildcard, from understanding granular event contracts and mitigating risk with microbets, to leveraging your expert knowledge and making real-time adjustments. We also discussed the power of predicting macro events and the crucial assurance of Kalshi CFTC regulation and transparent operations. Think about your past wildcard experiences, the frustration, the near misses. Now imagine approaching the 2026 games with precision, control, and confidence. This isn't about traditional gambling. It's about a smarter, more sophisticated way to engage with the sport you love. It transforms your role from passive observer to active participant. The transformation is simple, from throwing your money at broad outcomes to intelligently investing in specific, high-probability scenarios. You're not just hoping, you're predicting. You're not just losing, you're learning and adapting. This 2026 wildcard weekend is your chance to step into a new era of sports engagement, an era where your knowledge truly pays off. Are you ready to elevate your NFL experience? If you're eager to try Kalshi for yourself, check the link in the description below. It's time to prepare your strategy for the 2026 NFL Wildcard Weekend. What are your top predictions for the 2026 Wildcard? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what event contracts you'll be looking at. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more advanced sports analytics, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive. And for a deeper dive into optimal hedging strategies for volatile sports events, click on this video here. Get ready for 2026. Make your predictions count.